Hey there and welcome. If you're in the hospitality game, you've got this dream of a perfectly smooth, predictable, and profitable operation. But the reality? Well, it's often more like a daily scramble, right? Just a bit of controlled chaos. Today, we're going to dive into how you can bridge that gap and turn those really complex operations into a single, unified system that actually puts you back in the driver's seat.
So, here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll talk about something I'm sure you know all too well, the ordering chaos loop. Then, we'll get into the solution, what we call a single source of truth, and see how it all works together. After that, you'll meet your new AI partner, which is a total game changer. And finally, we'll look at the true cost of chaos versus the very real payoff of having control.
All right, let's kick things off with the ordering chaos loop. This is really where all those best-laid plans for profit can just completely unravel into everyday, expensive problems.
So, does this feel a little too familiar? For so many people in food and beverage, the answer is a huge yes. This constant juggling act isn't just stressful, it's a massive hidden drain on your bottom line. We call this the paperwork universe, and honestly, it's a mess. You've got orders happening on paper clipboards, in random WhatsApp groups, you're logging into half a dozen different supplier portals, spreadsheets are absolutely everywhere, and the data from your point of sale system, it has zero connection to the stock you actually have on your shelves. It's just a recipe for disaster, where real control is basically impossible.
And yeah, this chaos, it has a very real price tag. According to WRAP, the average outlet in the UK loses about £10,000 a year just from food waste. That's 10 grand in profit, just vanishing, all because of things like overordering, spoilage, and bad rotation. And those are all just symptoms of a disconnected system. Okay, so how do we actually escape all this? Well, that brings us to the most important concept of all, building a single source of truth. This is the big vision for getting your operations truly unified. And when you put them side by side, the difference is just night and day. On the left, you've got the old way, all these disconnected systems that lead to risky paper compliance logs and that just-in-case overordering. And on the right, that's the new reality. One integrated ecosystem that gives you a live, up-to-the-minute view of your stock, digital-first compliance, and ordering that's driven by actual data, not guesswork. And this, right here, is the platform that makes that whole ecosystem a reality. Safely is built from the ground up to connect every single part of your operation, from the second a delivery hits your door to the moment a dish is served, all inside one simple, really powerful interface.
But look, that all sounds great in theory, right? How does it actually work on the ground, in your business? Let's jump into the integrated workflow and see exactly how Safely connects everything you do. It really boils down to 5 simple steps that follow your food from start to finish. We start by managing your stock, then that flows right into planning your menus, executing in the kitchen, making sure you're compliant, and then, finally, seeing it all come together. It all starts with this rock-solid foundation, your product inventory. And this is so much more than just a list. It's a live, central catalog of everything you have. You can track stock across different locations, get automatic alerts before we run out of something critical, and just scan barcodes for instant updates. This is your single source of truth for every item you carry. Okay, now here's where the magic really starts to happen. All that inventory data connects directly to your menu management. You define your dishes, and, this is the best part, you link them to your inventory items. So now, every single time a burger gets ordered, the system automatically subtracts one bun, one patty, a slice of cheese from your stock. You know exactly what you need, and that means way smarter ordering and a lot less waste. And all that planning, it flows right into the kitchen. The kitchen dashboard gives your team a super simple, real-time view of what's coming in. No more shouting or losing paper tickets. Plus, with the Confirm Cooked workflow, you're not just tracking service, you're building a digital compliance trail with just a single tap. And, we have to talk about compliance and food safety. The old way of doing manual paper logs is just so inconsistent and full of risk. Safely pulls your entire temperature monitoring process together. It combines automatic readings from smart sensors in your fridges with manual checks from probes that are logged right on the app. It gives you one complete, unshakable record. And finally, it all comes together right here on your home dashboard. Think of this as your command center for your entire operation. In just one glance, you can see tasks that are due, your temperature compliance status, critical inventory alerts, and any forms or documents that need your attention. It brings what matters most right to the surface exactly when you need to see it.
Okay, so managing your day-to-day, that's one thing. But what if your platform could help you see what's coming next? Well, that brings us to your new secret weapon, your AI operations partner, Albert AI. That's exactly the question Owlbert AI is designed to answer. See, by unifying all of your data, you haven't just gotten organized. You've created this incredibly powerful strategic asset, and now it's time to put it to work.
See, Albert dives into all that data we've unified and starts delivering these incredible forward-thinking insights. I mean, imagine knowing your demand patterns before the week even starts, or optimizing your reorders so you never run out of your best-selling item again. You can pinpoint which menu items are secretly killing your margins, and it can even connect food safety risks to how your equipment is performing, helping you stop problems before they even start. It's a huge shift from being reactive to being truly proactive.
So, what's the bottom line here? In this last section, let's look at the true cost and payoff. We're talking about moving away from all those hidden costs of chaos and toward the real, tangible value you get from being in control.
This table really lays it all out. For every big challenge you face on the left, food waste, running out of stock, too much admin work, compliance risks, Safely delivers a specific, data-driven solution on the right. It directly attacks the root causes of inefficiency and turns those profit drains into new opportunities to grow.
So, I guess the real question to leave you with is this. In a world of endless spreadsheets and disconnected apps, is your data actually working for you, or are you just working for your data? Is it some kind of beast you constantly have to feed, or is it your single biggest competitive advantage?